Remember Hallmark cards when you care enough to send the very best. Good evening, this is Jay Jackson. From the heart of New York's glittering Broadway, the makers of Hallmark greeting cards present Debt of Honor, starring Roger Pryor. Tonight we have one of the most extraordinary true stories of human drama we have ever told you. It started when a little man named Joseph Riccardi made a promise 30 years ago in a Chicago slum. You won't forget Joseph, his triumph and his despair, as he is played tonight by that eminent actor and artist, Roger Pryor. Welcome back to the Hallmark program, Roger.
Thank you, Jay. It's a pleasure to be here. Say, what's in that envelope you're holding with such care?
This, why, it contains a certain Christmas greeting from the people who actually lived tonight's story.
Christmas greeting? In May?
Oh, well, I can explain that. You see, these folks wrote to tell us that they would all be listening tonight, and they enclosed a copy of their 1946 Christmas message, which has so much to do with their experience. I'll prove the importance of this message later in the program.
Fair enough, but now that you've mentioned Christmas, my little niece will be expecting Santa Claus at any moment.
Well, Roger, just so that she won't be disappointed, take along this Hallmark Doll Collector's Album containing 16 beautiful Hallmark dolls just for her.
Hey, that's Christmas enough for any child. She'll be thrilled. I'll bet you'll find her looking on the back of the dolls for those 3 words, a Hallmark doll.
Good for her. Those are the words that say you cared enough to send the very best. And now, the makers of Hallmark greeting cards bring you on the Reader's Digest radio edition the inspired true story of one man's honor, Debt of Honor, starring Roger Pryor. These were the early 1900s. When great masses of Italian and other immigrants lived together in a little colony in the heart of Chicago. To them, America was the land of opportunity, but they hadn't yet assimilated America's customs or her language or her economic ways. Most of them hid what little money they had in mattresses or cupboards. And banks were as foreign to them as the sight of a horseless carriage. Yet one bank managed to thrive in this poverty-stricken community. A small private bank owned and operated by Joseph Riccardi, a man who educated himself in the language and ways of America, a man who conducted his banking business on a personal basis.
Well, good morning, Mrs. Vanilla. How are the Bambinos?
Oh, the Bambinos are fine. It's my husband who's no good. He's drinking too much wine last night. Spent all of my money.
Well, maybe if you kept your money in a bank, he wouldn't get at it so easily.
You still try to make me put my money in a bank, huh? You still try.
Well, you can't blame me for that. I believe in banking. I believe in making money work for you.
See. Money work good for you, but not for me.
Well, why not? If you put your money in this bank, we pay you 3%. And your dollar's a lot safer here than it is at home.
She's safe, huh? What do you do with my dollar, Mr. Riccardi?
Oh, we put it to work. We lend it to someone who pays us for the use of it just as we pay you.
No, that's no good. No, I keep my money in my shoe. Then I know where she is when I want her back.
All right, Mrs. Pamela. I won't try to talk you into it, but one of these days you'll trust me enough to leave your money here.
Oh, I'm trust you now, Mr. Riccardi. Everybody say you're one fine man. Every cent they got, they put in your bank.
Well, it's taken me a good many years to build up that confidence. Unfortunately, I still haven't got yours.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Just because my husband is a drinker last night, I'm going to fix him up good. I'm going to give you my money.
You mean you're going to open an account?
Why not? For $2, I take a chance.
Dawson, congratulate me. As my one and only cashier, I think you're entitled to stop work for a moment and share the good news with me.
Well, what is it, Mr. Riccardi?
Mrs. Pamela has opened an account here.
Oh, is that all? I thought you just negotiated a big loan.
Well, I have, Dawson. Mrs. Pamela loaned us $2. And those $2 are just as important to her as all our investments are to us. You know, the funny part of it is, Those $2 are even more important to me.
How do you mean?
Well, if you'll pardon a moment of pride, it shows what I've been able to accomplish here in a small way. 10 years ago, I had 7 depositors. Now I have almost 3,000.
And that's quite a record in a neighborhood like this.
3,000, Dawson. Every one of them started by trusting me with a $2 or a $5 bill. Now they deposit their life savings.
Well, you've given them good service, Mr. Riccardi.
Oh, it's more than that, Dawson.
Oh, somebody just came in.
Can I help you, sir?
Get your hands up. The both.
Huh?
Get him up, I said. Be quick about it.
No, look here.
No, do what he says, Dawson.
You better, if you want to keep on living. You, turn around, get your face up against that wall.
Yes, sir.
If you make one move, I'll put a bullet through you.
Yes, sir.
You, get in the washroom.
Please, young
Don't
man.
argue with me. Get in there.
But you can't do...
Now maybe you'll keep your mouth shut. Mr. Riccardi. Mr. Riccardi. Here, take this water, Mr. Riccardi. Drink it down, you'll feel better.
Oh, what happened?
He must have hit you with the butt of his gun. You've got a big lump on the side of your jaw.
Did he get away?
I'm afraid so, Mr. Riccardi. I ran out in the street as soon as I heard him go, but there was no sign of him. No, don't try to get up yet.
It's all right. How much did he get?
I haven't counted up yet, sir, but he cleaned out both drawers in the small safe. It must be about $2,500.
Well, don't worry about it, Dawson. We're insured against robbery. The important thing is that we're safe. Did you call the police?
No, sir, not yet.
Well, you better call them right away. And for heaven's sake, take that frown off your face. I don't want anyone in this neighborhood to think there's been any trouble.
Extra, read all about it. Daylight bank robbery. Western Saving loses $2,500. Extra, read all about it.
Western Savings, Smart. That'd be our bank. They'll lose $2,500 in a robbery. We better get our money out before we lose it.
I'm going right over there, Miss O'Shea, before it's too late. A small bank like the Western Savings can't afford to lose all that money. And if the paper says $2,500, it must be a whole lot more.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention?
We want our money.
All right. You can have your money, Mrs. Phillips, if you'll just give us a chance to pay it to you. Will you people out there please stop trying to crowd into the door? Nobody can move around here as it is.
Mr. Riccardi, why don't we close? We'll have a run on our hands if we don't.
We can't close, Dawson. We'd lose their confidence.
What is all secrets about?
There are no secrets, Mr. Smozensky. I have nothing to hide. The bank was robbed this morning. The robber stole a little less than $2,500. The insurance company will replace every cent of that money.
Then why is everybody here?
Everybody's here because they've got it into their heads the bank is going to fail. Well, it isn't going to fail. I've told each and every one of you you'd never lose a penny in this bank, and you never will. And if you still don't believe me, you can step up to these windows and draw down every cent you have on deposit.
Mr. Riccardi, there are over 200 people out there.
I don't care how many there are, Dawson. I've never gone back on my word with these people, and I never will.
We don't want our money.
And you'll get it. What's more, we'll stay open till each and every depositor has been served. Now, this way, if you please. The line forms here on the right.
Yes, Blaney speaking.
Hello, Phil. This is Riccardi, Western Savings.
Well, I understand you've been having quite a time of it these past few days.
Well, we've stopped the run, but we're still not out of the woods. Not by a long shot.
What's the trouble?
Oh, you know how people are, especially in this section of town. Ever since the robbery, they've sort of lost their confidence.
Not in you, I hope.
Well, it's everything in general and banking in particular. Every day they keep coming in to make withdrawals. Some of them are almost ashamed to face me.
They should be after all you've done. What's on your mind?
I want to borrow some money, Phil.
Good heavens, man, is it that bad?
Well, they've got me pinched this time. I've liquidated all the assets that can be liquidated, and they still keep crying for money. Now I've got to make good personally or go under.
Well, how much do you need?
Anything you'll give me, Phil, I'll sign a note for $20,000 if you can handle it.
20,000. Let's be sensible, Joseph.
Money's tight these days.
I've got to raise it, Phil. I'm up against the wall. Can you let me have 10?
Gosh almighty, man. 10,000's a lot of money.
Well, how much can you let me have?
Well, if there's a chance of your going under...
I see.
No. Don't get me wrong, Joseph. I want to help you in any way I can, but if you go into bankruptcy, well, you wouldn't want me to lose any money, would you? We can't all go down in the same ship.
Never mind, Phil. I'll get it someplace else.
Don't worry, Dawson. We'll get the money somewhere. If the banks won't lend it to me, my wife and I'll sell everything we own.
It's a losing battle, Mr. Riccardi. If you don't raise $760 by tomorrow morning, you'll have to go into bankruptcy.
$115, Dawson. That's all we could raise. I know it isn't enough, but I've done the best I could do.
That you, Joseph?
Yes, darling, I'm home.
What happened down at the bank?
Angela, come here a moment. Put your arms around me.
What happened, Joseph?
Darling, when I married you, I was a water carrier for a section gang on the railroad. Remember? I made $6 a week. Out of that $6, we saved enough to move to Chicago.
Joseph.
That's when I got a job at the mill, and we had our first bambino.
You haven't answered my question.
I'm trying to answer it, Angela. I'm trying to tell you we've come a long way from those early days in America, when it was a struggle to keep food on the table and pay for clothing for our children. Who would have thought in those days that I'd become a banker? I, Joseph Riccardi, a banker, with a beautiful home and a fine family.
You've lost the bank, our home, everything.
Everything that money can buy. But money can buy so little, darling, compared to what we still have left.
Those people, those foolish, foolish people. Why did they do this to you? If they hadn't wanted their money all at once, you never would have failed.
Mama, those foolish, foolish people are the ones who made the bank possible. Without them, we could never have had this house, or the things in it, or the wonderful years we've lived here.
But we're not young anymore, Joseph. What are we going to do?
Live, Mama, live. On $6 a week if we have to. We did it once before. We can do it again.
In a moment, we'll continue with the second act of tonight's story from the pages of the Reader's Digest, America's favorite magazine, presented to you by the makers of Hallmark Cards, America's favorite greeting card. Meanwhile, let's consider something that happened in Paris near the turn of the last century. Two men are in earnest conversation as they stroll past the sidewalk cafes that line the narrow, winding streets. One is the leading literary figure of the day. The other is his secretary, Monsieur Blouson. The latter is commenting on the easy flowing style and felicity of phrase that have made the other man famous. After listening for some time, the author of such works as Thais and Joan of Arc interrupts Blousson's extravagant praise. No doubt, he says, you imagined an angel whispered whole chapters and pages to me at a single breath. Then he surprises his secretary with a recital of the ceaseless toil and unrelenting care that have gone into every phrase he has ever created. And the incomparable Anatole France ends his revelation with this short but significant statement. If I write 3 words, he says, I erase 2. Yes, it takes the most careful kind of writing to produce phrases people like to read. The makers of Hallmark cards know that even the simplest greeting must be created with painstaking care if it is to carry the sincere warmth and affection you want it to convey. You see, the Hallmark folks are not making just cards. They're making Hallmark cards. Greeting cards that have a wonderful way of saying just what you want to say, the way you want to say it. And that's why those 3 identifying words on the back are Hallmark cards. Tell your friends you cared enough to send the very best. Now our program continues with Act 2 of Debt of Honor, starring Roger Pryor. In due course of time, the Western Savings Bank was liquidated, and Joseph Riccardi received a discharge in bankruptcy. Shortly thereafter, Dawson came to see Mr. Riccardi.
Here are the final figures, Mr. Riccardi. I thought you'd want a copy of the closing statement for your file.
Thank you, Dawson. I would.
Assets, $28,452. Liabilities, $46,317. That left a deficit of about $18,000.
That much?
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were so far behind.
Well, we took a licking on so many of those investments. Selling out the way we did, we had to take any price we could get.
$18,000. How many depositors do I owe that money to?
What? Well, you don't owe the depositors anything, Mr. Riccardi. Not anymore. You're going through a bankruptcy.
But, Dawson, they lost $18,000. They trusted me with that money.
Well, what if they did? They're the ones who were responsible for the run on the bank. It's their own fault that they lost that money. They lost yours, too.
Not the ones who didn't withdraw their money. Don't you see? The depositors who left their money in the bank are the ones who got hurt. They're the ones who trusted me more.
Well, even so, you're not legally responsible.
Not legally, perhaps, but I am responsible, Dawson, in a way that's much stronger than the legality.
But you haven't got a cent, Mr. Riccardi. How can you pay off the depositors?
I've got to pay them somehow, Dawson. It's a debt of honor. Dear Mrs. Vanella, I'm sending this sort of letter to each and every one of the depositors who were loyal enough to leave their money in the Western Savings Bank when others were making withdrawals. I regret to say that as a result of your loyalty, that money has been lost temporarily. But believe me, I'll pay you back in full as soon as it is humanly possible. Please have faith in me. Joseph Riccardi. Mama, where are you, Mama?
Heaven's sake, Joseph, what's wrong?
Well, nothing's wrong, darling. I've got a job.
A job? Oh, how wonderful. Did Mr. Blaney put you on at the bank?
Mr. Blaney doesn't know me anymore, Angela. I've got a job in a butcher shop.
In a butcher shop? Joseph, you're joking.
Well, what's wrong with being a butcher? It's a good business, Mama. No matter how bad times are, people always have to eat.
But you...
It isn't like a bank, you know. If there's a shortage, you can't have a run on meat. The more people want it, the better it is for business.
You're not fooling me, Joseph.
All right. I don't want to fool you, Mama. It's not what I'm used to doing, but it's a job. It's $19 a week, and I'm happy to be making it.
Are you happy, dear?
Of course I am. $19 a week isn't bad for a start, and I could save my car fare. I'll fix up Tony's bicycle and ride that to work every morning.
Save your car?
Yeah, well, don't worry, Mama. Everything's going to be fine from now on. With Tony delivering newspapers and you taking in wash and me at the butcher shop, we'll have enough for our 5 kids and a little left over besides. That's what we'll put in the fund.
What fund?
Oh, didn't I tell you, Mama? We're going to start a fund, a debt of honor fund for the depositors who lost money in the bank.
Good heavens, Joseph, you're not thinking...
I'm thinking of it all the time, Mama. I'll never be a free man until that money is paid off.
$18,000?
It can be done if we save our pennies and nickels and dimes.
Don't be a fool. You can't save $18,000 that way.
Oh, why not, Mama? That's all dollars are, pennies and nickels and dimes. 50 cents, Angela. The first 50 cents to go into the fund. And I saved it by riding to work on a bicycle.
Is this from Tony? Is this from Maria? Is this from Giuseppe? And this is from Dominic.
What about Clarissa?
I'm sorry, Joseph. But Clarissa is so young. She just had to have her lollipop.
Going into dollars now, Mama. Starting tonight, it's going to go faster. From now on, I'm going to repair our neighbor's shoes.
Shoes?
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Mama. I took on another job. By day, I'm a butcher. By night, I'm a cobbler. Father DeSantos?
That's right.
My name is Riccardi, Father. Joseph Riccardi. I used to own a bank across the street from this church.
Oh, yes, I believe I've heard of it.
Well, it's been a good many years since the Riccardis have lived in this neighborhood. We moved away when the bank failed. And now I hardly know anybody. That's why I came to you.
Well, how do you mean? Is there something I can do for you?
Well, yes. I've lost track of some of the people I owe money to, and I thought perhaps you might help me to find them. You see, they were depositors in my bank.
Oh, I see.
Of course, I haven't enough to pay back all of them, but I've done rather well these past 2 years, and I want to return as much money as I can to those who need it the most.
Well, have you a list of these people?
Yes, I have it right here. I thought you might look it over and check the ones who particularly needed attention.
Why, I'd be glad to, Mr. Riccardi.
More money will be coming in all the time, and I can pay them off one by one if you'll help me. But I'm getting along in years now, and I'm very anxious to complete this job before anything happens to me.
I understand. We'll get started right away, Mr. Riccardi.
Thank you, Father. The sooner the better.
Bless you, Mr. Riccardi. You're like somebody from heaven. I had some money in your bank, but I thought it was lost forever. Now it comes in mighty handy with my wife sick and all. Would you believe it? We haven't a bit of coal in the house except what's in the furnace. This $270 see us through the winter.
Yeah, I was lose my house almost till you called out. 4 months now I was behind on mortgage. And then bank fellas ain't like you, Mr. Riccardi. They throw you out if you're not pay up. You shake my life, yeah. Now I pay mortgage and taxes too.
Take your medicine now, Joseph. You'll have indigestion if you don't.
No, don't need any medicine. I'm too happy to have indigestion today.
Why? What's today?
Well, it's 2 weeks before Christmas, for one thing. And I had a good day down at the office. Bought a wedding present, too, for Clarissa, and sent Tony's boys that rocking horse they've been hounding me for. Did something else, too.
What?
Deposited $413 in the Debt of Honor Fund. What do you think of that?
$413? That's an odd amount.
That's all it needed.
You mean it paid up?
Paid up in full, Mama. Took us 31 years to do it, but we've got it all there.
Oh, Joseph, I can't believe it.
You've got to believe it, Mama. I'll show you the passbook if you want me to. We've saved up every cent of that money we owed. Now we can pay off the rest of the depositors.
Well, aren't you excited? Aren't you thrilled about it?
Oh, sure, I'm thrilled. It's just that I've been thinking about it for so many years. It doesn't seem possible. Maybe it will when we send the money off.
Are you going to send it, Joseph?
Oh, have to send it, Mama. Those people are all over the country by now.
Well, when you mail them their checks, wouldn't it be nice to enclose a Christmas card in each envelope? A Christmas card from the whole Riccardi family. Because the whole Riccardi family helped to build up the fund.
Yes, Mama. Tony, Giuseppe, Dominic, all of them. You know, Mama, I'm just beginning to believe it now. For the first time in 31 years, I feel like a free man.
Thank you, Roger Pryor. Ladies and gentlemen, Roger Pryor will return in just a moment. But first, have you heard about the new Hallmark Doll Collector's Album? Children are going to have more fun than ever collecting Hallmark dolls now that there's a lovely new album to put them in. It gives you a new and inexpensive way to make some child very happy. And during this introductory period, the album is only 25 cents when you buy one or more of the Hallmark dolls. You'd expect the album alone to be worth $1, but you can give your little boy or girl or some little friend the Hallmark Doll Collector's Album with 3 beautiful Hallmark dolls in it to start a collection for only $1. It's a wonderful and truly different gift that will make any child's heart leap with joy. Then later, you or friends and relatives can help complete the entire collection of 16 colorful Hallmark dolls. The dolls are as easy to send as any Hallmark greeting card and cost only 25 cents each. And each new doll added to the collection will mean a new thrill for a child. So stop in tomorrow and see this new album at the store where you buy your Hallmark card. Remember, the album with 3 dolls in it to start the collection is only $1. And here is Roger Pryor again. Thanks, Roger, for a splendid performance.
Well, I only played the part, Jay. Joseph paid the debt. By the way, was that his real name?
No, the character we call Joseph Riccardi is actually Francesco Roti.
But it was a true story?
Well, the best answer to that is the Christmas greeting I referred to earlier. It was written 31 years after the bank failure. I think the audience would like to hear you read it, Roger.
All right. Greetings from the Roti family, March 1915, Christmas 1946. Dear friend, 31 years ago, our father, Francesco Roti, after a bank robbery, was forced to close his business, the Western Savings Bank. He promised his depositors that someday they'd be repaid in full. That day has arrived, and we're sending you a check in final payment of your loss in the bank. With this check, we send you our best wishes for a Merry Christmas and for health and happiness in the many years to come. Signed, the Roti family. Jay, I'm proud to have played the part of Francesco Roti tonight. This is another of the Hallmark program's wonderful stories about real people.
Well, if you like true stories, then listen in next week for an entirely different kind of story.
What is it?
It's about a man who thought he could manage the house better than his wife.
Wow, that's asking for trouble.
Well, he found it. And the result is a hilarious story. To play it, we have that gentleman of fine manners and high comedy, William Powell.
I'll be listening.
Next Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen, the makers of Hallmark greeting cards bring you another fine story out of real life. It's called Why Housewives Have No Whiskers, starring the inimitable William Powell. And the following week, the Reader's Digest radio edition will be off for the summer. In its place, from Hollywood, the makers of Hallmark greeting cards will present the first program in their new series of dramatic shows on the Hallmark Playhouse, featuring the noted novelist, James Hilton. Tonight's story, Roger Pryor was supported by Agnes Young in the role of Mrs. Riccardi. Debt of Honor was dramatized by Robert Sloane and was based on the true story by William F. McDermott, Francesco's Debt of Honor, as it appeared in the Reader's Digest, America's favorite magazine. The Hallmark program was directed by Mark Loeb, with music especially composed by Jack Miller. Remember Hallmark's card when you care enough to send the very best. Now, this is Jay Jackson saying good night to you all until next week at this same time, when our story will be Why Housewives Have No Whiskers, starring William Powell. See you then. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
This is KNBC, Kansas City, Missouri. Earl Smith and the news after this announcement.